Hello boys, my name is Yoshi. Welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of the Legend of Link Echoes of Wisdom. Oh, what am I thinking? Yeah, Link's not here. He's kind of MIA right now. It's Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, of course. We're playing as Zelda in this game, and in the last video, we saw that Zelda had quite a rough life, almost getting executed and then getting the other stuff. But anyway, she has a staff now, which is a plus now. So now we're actually able to explore the world. In the previous video, we left off basically castle and vice versa, and now we have to basically solve a series of puzzles to go around and get some items. We just did there to get a chest. What's inside? Some rupees. Nice. So yeah, basically any object that Zelda would not ask normally, we can basically press at any point. Alright. Now we have to attack. Maybe I should have gone into all of those. Jizz. Or we still could. Anyway. Whoa. That didn't take long. Already found an echo. So since there are a series of echoes, I assume learning them all is probably required for 100%. That would make the most sense. It's Sephoran Village. It's usually nice and quiet here, but now things are terrible. If only Link here. What happened? It appeared north of here, and it grew so fast that one of us got caught inside. So we can't even run to Hyrule Castle for help. The rift is blocking the way there. We're here. He's Link. Link is a young fellow from this village. He's better with a sword than anyone. He helps us with a lot of problems. Monsters, weeds, you name it. But he's gone off on a journey right when we need him. How curious. Link wears a cloak like yours. I hope you're alright. Please, you stay safe out of there. This swallowed up one of my neighbors. There must be something we can do besides pacing. Alright. We're pretty upset around here. One of our villagers have been caught in a rift. We can't escape either. The forest nearby is crawling with monsters. Okay. So I have this meat. Its dripping juices entices certain monsters. That might come in handy later. Simple plant of a common type. It's big enough for a person to fit inside. Alright. Trampoline, what a great gift. You can play with it too. Alright. What's in here? Typically there's a secret of some sorts here. Yep. Random chest. Inside we found 5 jars of floral nectar. This item can be used to recover hearts, but is more effective when mixed into a drink. Interesting. Yeah, refreshing games. This item can be used to recover hearts, but is more effective when mixing into a drink. Okay, so now we've learned drink mixing, apparently. Or learned that is the thing we can do, however, we don't have any items to do it with. Alright, anything else here? Gotta check out your house. There could be anything here. Interesting. Surprisingly, nothing over there. I'm gonna continue cutting these so we can try and get rupees. So far, nothing's happening now.
Yeah.
Rift nearby is huge, and it's terrifying being so close to our village. It could be in Southern Forest, too. A strange old man lives there. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Welcome. And sweet, you'll find a tasty collection here in Sephora shop. Come in, take a look. How can I help you? What do you think if I stop? Fish and sights, all you need for adventure. Oh, we have just enough for this. Well, it's a piece of art. We definitely need to get that. Sooner.
Yeah.
Okay. What if we sell some of our inventory? How much is that so far? I know we can mix it into a drink, but if we sell like 5 of these, we can actually get a healing potion right off the bat. You know what? I am gonna do that. Let's see what happens. This is a good restorative item to have. You generally want to have as many of those as you can eventually. So the more you have, the easier the game will be. Yeah, at least grab one so that we can use it in case we get low during a boss battle. Nearby is huge, and it's terrifying being so close to our village. Yeah, we know that already. Okay, there's only one other thing here. Alright. Almost talked to him, yeah, I guess. Alright. Oh, we found a sign. Oh. Hey, Zelda. Have a look at this. The waypoint has been recorded. You can now warp periods in the map. It lit up. These are waypoints. We use them a lot. Rifts can appear all over the place, so we use these to travel quickly around the world. So you interact with one, you can travel to it at any time. I'm sure they'll be helpful. To activate a waypoint, you can jump to that location using the map. Waypoints can be found in lots of different places. If you spot any, make sure to check them out. Hey, shout if you can hear me. Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you please help us? Hey, that cloak looks a lot like Link's. Are those cloaks trendy right now or something? Heck, what am I doing? This is no time for idle man. My life got sold up by the rift. Can you hear me? I'm right here. Well, we already know that's dangerous. Alright, just to make sure I'm not being weird. What happens if we try to put a there? Does it get destroyed? Oh, yeah, it just vanishes. That game doesn't really want you going over that. I had to try to make sure, though. Set this enemy on, just in case. Alright. So I see a lot of creatures in this area. I think the place marked with nose up ahead, huh? So remember when I mentioned there was like a trick I could do to get around it? Well, this whole time, if we place a rock and throw it, you can just defeat the enemies that way. And it's actually probably easier than using the monsters. Because 1, you can control where it goes, and 2, it really defeats most monsters. It's also the only way to defeat those urchin enemies. I get it though, if you don't want to fight enemies, then it's very important to use monsters instead. Because it's just easier that way. Alright, what's in here? Find electro apples. These items can be used to recover arts, but it's more effective when mixed into a great drink. Yeah, okay, I got it. Alright. Doesn't say like there's anything there. Again, we can just throw rocks at these guys to defeat them. Honestly, there will be times where you'll probably want to use monsters, though. That enemy can't even... That's a different enemy. So I just found one that cannot... using the same method. Alright. Figured that was the way to defeat it. And we got a new one. A white sword with a flame on top of it. Anything that it touches, it's set ablaze. So this is a stronger version of the Gear Echo than we already had before, which is now stronger. I also just realized you could throw the Zelda itself at enemies too, so that might have helped out a bit. It's like, yeah, we could throw this here. Interesting, we can only have one of these on screen at a time. Okay. Interesting, that just kind of sets all the mess on fire too, alright. That is somewhat ridiculous, but I guess it's a strategy for dealing with this. Not great though for trying to phase, but who knows, it might come in handy. Oh, speaking of which, it looks like we're gonna need it anyway, because we need it as a torch to light this up to move on. Alright. Ah, here's our first fairy bottle. Fairies love these fairy bottles, and they'll jump right inside. Classic Legend of Zelda. Not complete without fairies in a bottle. So now we can capture fairies. If we can find some kind of net, typically. A bug net of some sorts. Okay, nothing in there. Thought I would jack to make sure, though. So far, we haven't been taking much damage with this because Zelda cannot directly fight the enemies. So we pretty much just have to use our monsters here to... Whoa. Okay, that one still seems weak to locks. So now we got the rip. There we go, alright. Haven't seen that enemy in a long time. What I mean by a long time, I mean not much at all. I think some of the newer games don't really have those kind of enemies anymore. This is, I mean, it's the first time in a while we've seen it. Obviously, I remember what they are. They're a big part of the original Legend of Zelda, and also Link to the Past has a lot of those as well. Alright. As you might guess, though, yes, we are trying to get 100%, so of course we have to explore absolutely everything. This is our first something different. Yeah, that works. Takes a little bit, though. I mean, certainly tougher than a normal monster, that's for sure. Maybe a flame will work better against it. Oh, well, we have to... We should have probably done this first. Get rid of that, then use this. Alright, that's one way to get rid of it, I guess. Surprisingly taking an enemy. The Caramadillo is what that was. Bounces off of walls, okay. That's an enemy I remember a lot of from just this meme. from just the previews of this game. It's really good. I also just realized the icon now. As you can see, this is a stronger monster, but it costs 2 echo icons to use, and those arrows are basically that. And we can only have up to those at once. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that enemy. I don't need to take out absolutely everything. And there we go. First of many full heart containers. We're still gonna find more probably as we go along too. So already we have a lot more survivability now. Okay, that works. Well, let's keep doing that, I guess, for a bit. So it can't necessarily just run from a lot of the enemies. Obviously, if we can get hit with all sorts of other stuff, that will help out a lot. Alright. Now we have the spear moblin. So we're getting a lot of new echoes already just from defeating enemies. Wow, a fairy jumped into your bowl. The fairy will automatically restore some hearts if you run out. Cool. That didn't take long. Already have a fairy. Ah, so this is where we were supposed to go now. Was this where we were supposed to go? Looks like the rift is blocking the door. So, my role is to mend rifts. I have lots of friends who do the same. We all work together fixing up rifts. Friends fix them quickly, so it's weird that this is still here. I wonder if something's happened to them. Will you investigate with me? I'm guessing my friends are in the rift. When you find them, we can mend this rift easily. Alright. Let's head this way. We'll need to find an entry point. By the way, yes, of course I am going to be exploring to get all the stuff, but I'm not sure if you can get everything before being the final boss, so for myself to better avoid spoil warnings, I will be defeating the final boss before I finish collecting 100%. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I can make these guys. These are at least somewhat tankier. Then we need Zoe as well. Oh yeah, we can throw them over to where we need to. So if they're not doing anything, we can throw them over. So really, we can have one over here, and then we can fight them ourselves with a rock. Ugh. Okay, they're getting a lot closer than I expected. Alright, let's move over here and try to get them instead. Like I said, a lot of fighting is different in this game. We have to basically let the monsters do most of the fighting for us since we ourselves do much. Except for basically just a bunch of pop. Really lucky they haven't seen us yet. Alright. Alright, that works. Got a monster thing. This high quality tooth was dropped by a monster. You can't use it in its current form. Alright. Oh wait, we could just use this probably, and that'd be easier. Alright, nothing's working there so far. Alright, if I do this... That's what I was trying to do before. Oh, there we go. That was much better. Took a while, but we got more refreshing grapes. And we get some more floral nectar back as well. Alright. So that took a bit, but we were able to get done. It's been recorded. Alright, cool. Now we can warp there using the map. Oh, here we go. But there's a yellow icon on this one. What's that mean? I knew it. Could sense my friends in there. Can't move. It looks like they're trapped. In that case, we won't be able to mend the rift at all. We'll have to go in there and help them. Then we can deal with this rift properly. We could save them if we work together, Zelda. Do you say? Alright. So are these rifts like our dungeons? We can get in there now. Let's go save my friends. Alright. Now we're inside somewhere else. So these are like our dungeons, sort of. This is the still world. Thing you see floating around in here was sucked through a rift. It's up here will begin to break apart and will eventually vanish completely. Me and my friends have the ability to restore things that have ended up in rifts, though. I sense my friends deeper in here. Let's go, Zelda. Alright. Alright. Oh. People get pulled into their rifts, they kind of petrify and can't move anymore. Stay that way, they'll eventually fade away. But that won't happen to you, Zelda. You're special. Interesting. Alright, let's go in here. So these are like our dungeons, basically. Oh great, these bats again. We've already seen how annoying they can be. We've earned probably safest way of dealing with them is to set up some urchins, then hope they run into them somehow. But I also need at least one of these. Able to go over to So now we got his attention. And there we go. Yep. Just as I thought, we have to use the urchins to defeat those enemies. They're pretty tedious to deal with otherwise. As all these yells are still typically some of the most annoying enemies in the game. you don't know about... If you don't know about the Pinchin Trap, they're kind of tricky. They're much more annoying in other games, though, where Link has to only use his sword. That's actually typically tougher. Yeah. I guess you could say Zelda somewhat has it easy with them. She still has to avoid them. Okay. Let's try this. This is a pretty tanky enemy. If you throw it in along with a Zill, or rather just using knots against them, eventually we'll be able to defeat them. Honestly, using monsters is definitely the way to go for some of these. And now that we've so many, this will help us out a lot. Alright. Next layer. I don't know if you can even attack that thing at all. Trying to figure it out. If we can avoid it, well, we'll definitely avoid it. Oh, jeez. Oh, never mind. Okay. It doesn't do much. Instead, it charges towards you and then makes dart towards of enemies you've already seen. Alright. Alright. Well, we need our deer first. Okay, this enemy's somewhat tedious. Still has a lot of mail from afar. Alright, there we go. So that can't be defeated normally. Instead, what happens is if it sees you, it just summons more monsters to fight you. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I remember this one from the castle. Restore back to normal if we mend this left. I just realized if you have a bed, you can kind of cheat. Although, not really. In bosses, they'll probably be actively attacked, but main rule, if you're rolling elf, you could just rest using that. In fact, I think they probably put the you cannot use like that on purpose. Because one thing I did look at is the hero mode and how it straight up stops you from being able to heal at all. And one of the things I found out about that is that you can't, no hearts will drop for you, which means basically beds are the only way to heal. Aside from, I guess, also using potions. I guess potions would work too. So just potions and this be the only way to get through. Alright, glad we have a map this time around. This definitely helps us not get lost as easily. Honestly, I wanted to extend the other direction anyways. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Just using beds to go over here. So it's nice and easy. Now here's our... This is where you were trapped not too long ago. We're getting closer to my friends. They're getting farther in. They're farther in, but we're getting there. It's the foreign ruins. Okay, so that was just a way to get into the other dungeon stuff, but I was correct about it being a dungeon, and now we're actually inside of one. So here we go. It's the actual dungeon of the game already. What kind of puzzles are we gonna have to deal with this time? It's a pretty big lock, huh? No, when I'm fixing you have to have a lot of things to go on. Bet the ability to do that would come in handy for you. Guide me with the rod, I can move things for you based on your movement. Try facing the boulder, then guide me by pressing X. Okay. We're bound together. Okay, now try moving. Just a good try. The monster or objects will follow your movements. You can also use ZL to turn whenever you want to do to. And there we go, we just move it onto the switch instead. That's how we get through. Slowly learned another new mechanic of this game. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Interesting how that doesn't take. Oh, they're stuck under there using that. Alright, okay, there we go. We found a Phantom. A Strantula Echo. Alright. A spidery monster that spins thread to dangle from ceilings. The thread is strong but quite flammable. Oh, okay. That gives us kind of a way to beat them. We can just do this. Alright, there we go. Okay, this is a bit trickier. Don't have nearly as much room to go through. That might be too high up now. Yeah. It has to be just this. Okay, alright. I say we can't get that chest until we get a more powerful echo later. Let's just get out of here instead. I have no idea what's in the chest, honestly, but we'll see. Alright. Seems we found a way around, but we also skipped an item. I was wondering whether or not that would actually be have to add to later or not, but yeah, I kind of made a mistake here, but thankfully that's fine. We can just go back. We've done before already. Okay, here we go. Now we can just make these jumps. That was certainly the way to go. It's just, I think if I go here, I'll get the map, probably. Knowing Legend of Zelda logic, this place should be the map. Or not, maybe not. It's kind of buried right now. Oh, I see. We use that to make a bench now. We should have just used that probably to begin with then. Right. Okay. That's not gonna get anything done. I will admit so far that Dill like Gecko is probably the cutest sentinel I've seen before. That's the one I saw. Joe, by the way. So I already know about that. Never tried using a shine. Oh. Okay, yeah. Actually, wait. Yeah, we might be able to just pull it out. That's what I thought. We just got another ability to... It makes sense that we should be able to do that. Okay. We got another ingredient. So it seems like we're going to be doing a lot of ingredient mixing later on in the game, but we do not have a way to do it at all. So, still have to figure that out. Well, I think if we can get past this first dungeon, that's definitely a good first point to get through. Also, what am I doing? I can just do this. Yeah, now if I move it over there, I can just knock up and grab this with no issues whatsoever. You got a dungeon map. Now you can see the dungeon layout and other areas of the still world. Alright, so now we can go. Now I know about that. We're not gonna even bother with that other thing. We can just go here instead. Can we use it in other areas? Yeah, we can. Alright. That's gonna make getting around a lot easier. So before we had to use just beds to get around, now we can use the strings to get around instead, so that's gonna make it a lot easier. I got this first dungeon so far. It's been us literally traveling through the same area the hero had to travel through before Link. It's basically become the first dungeon now for us to take on. Oh, here we go. Something different. Okay, he's immune to that, which means he's also probably immune to flame as well. We'll try Moblin instead. We have to defeat him if we want to learn the item, and okay, there we go. We found his weakness. We can't attack from range, so if we just wait a lot, the Moblin will keep backing up, and eventually, yeah, I'll just, like that. Nice and easy. Placing. Oh, well, iconic, the Dirt Nut. Typically my least favorite enemy in other Zelda games, and for good reason. It does a lot of damage, and is really annoying. Not in here, apparently. In here, we basically just hook it out using Chavaris stuff instead, and a Moblin. So now we know they are very weak against moblins, so if we summon just a single moblin, that alone will probably get those kind of battles done pretty easily. So that's good to know. We're running wisdom, just like Zelda would. Get it? Because this is Echoes of Wisdom. I think everyone's starting to get it now. Alright, well, we need a torch for this, but there's also something flammable in the... Okay, that doesn't matter. So we lit that torch using that. Alright, let's do this. That out of the way later. This will probably go a little bit faster if we just... Rather than just trying these as normally, if we just let them blaze, maybe that'll work better. Eventually they'll have to burn out one bit at a time. Oh, okay. And just lighting those ablaze also gave us some other items. Oh, there we go. Got some item drops as well. So far we're doing pretty well so far. Already in our checkpoint too, so we could there if we wanted to. If we get stuck. Can now warp here using the map. Cool. Okay, now this is completely different. Oh, okay. No, more of these bats again. Great. Anytime I see say a little nervous. Because they're just as annoying as our enemies. Maybe not as bad in this game, but still super annoying. Because their patterns can be super erratic. Actually, move could be tedious too. Okay, I need to move at least a bit closer and add in a further challenge there. But we got that done now. Alright, can we move this? Nope. Not that item, at least. I had to try it, though. That's a real dark, I'm pretty sure. We'll use this guy. Oh, there we go. Now we have him locked onto the turret. This is probably the easiest way to take out these enemies, otherwise I feel like they'll be too dangerous otherwise. Yes, if the end is about to die, we can just immediately replace with another and keep going. Well, since we can't go over there for sure yet, to do something else, unless we can't just use the moon or something else to get up there. But that is super massive. Even Thane will get up there. Unless we can just go around it. Again, I can't... Oh, right, yeah, we could just use the Angela anyways. Never mind, I was being silly. Alright, we have a broken string thing we just got from before. I mean, that literally gives us a way to... That way. Probably should use it. This is nice once we remember what to actually do. Yeah, who needs beds and our stuff anymore when you can just use strains from these tarantulas to get up instead. Alright, well now that we cleaned that up, we choice what to go up here. Oh, this is where we found Link earlier, and he's back. Is that the person who fought the blue monster? No, he's red as well. Okay. How do we defeat Link now? He has a lot of hopping stuff last I heard. Yep, I know he could. Yeah, see, I figured he could hop. Okay, well, we just found his weakness, pots. Well, not when he's shielding, at least. We need to wait for him to... So we need to somehow sneak him up behind him and do stuff. Or find some other way of doing... Build this. Oh yeah, okay, he can just defeat that. Damn, to keep him distracted, maybe we can do something else. Yeah, I think we have to attack him from behind using this. We need to keep him distracted somehow, probably. And then just use a plot, grab it, and throw it at him. Alright. Yeah, okay, we definitely found the strat here. Yeah, kind of a wacky game. Definitely not the same game as you would expect. You have to basically do all sorts of different strategies. As a result, it's more like puzzles than anything. Like, if you didn't know about this pot strategy, Link never died pretty much. So you have to basically just slowly make him using pots. Unless... maybe flame works better. Although, come to think of it, he's also the... isn't he a hero? So yeah, it makes sense he would be able to defeat pretty much anything. And also, to be fair, they literally lined up pots around the area. Like they want you to use those. There we go. Oh, he got mad. Now he's moving faster. So we made him faster. Now he's starting to spin as well, so he's to kite around, and because of his spin, he could potentially catch us off guard if we're not careful. But we could still throw a bunch of pots at him. So he now dashes at us now randomly. He basically does a combo now. He moves a lot faster now. I'll admit, this is kind of a silly fight. Literally just kiting him around only to throw a bunch of pots at him. A little weird, but it's the truth of what we have to do here. Like how this time he only stalls when you use that. Also, if I use a different enemy, it just defeats it right away. So, it's the only thing I can use safely. So, yeah. There we go. So, in the end of that, we ended up taking out our own friend here. So yeah, Zelda had to defeat her own friend there, just basically to get stuff. It's intense. He looked like the guy who helped you out before, but this one wanted to hurt you. He was weird, like the imposters back at the castle. Looks like he left something behind. Got a mysterious sword. It's a weapon the swordsman and Tuyakad. The name Link is engraved on it. Feel powerful energy coming from that sword. Even more powerful than the large reps. Yeah, that sword is a special power. Oh. Okay. That's some energy. You feel a mysterious glow going within you. Alright. Oh, hello. Okay, so we can randomly cut stuff now. Strong, like that guy who wears green. Raise your sword to enter Swordfire form. Once transformed, you can attack with Y. Transform, defend with your shield by pressing ZL. You can also jump higher than usual in this form with V. Finally, hold down Y to charge your sword, then release it for a spin attack. Alright. While in Swordfire form, the energy gauge in the left corner will decrease. You automatically exit form after period. You can also exit this form by pressing right. You can manage by gathering energy, so we only get for a certain amount of time. But we needed it right there to yeah, the heart pin. This hairpin has a distinctive heart design. It makes hearts appear a little bit more often. Different items that have a variety of benefits. You can equip these items from the plus menu under equipment. Alright. Okay. Alright. There, yeah, that's where I get. Alright. Tristan. So we have to gather those energy in order to actually do stuff. So for some later fights, we may have to gather energy and then just use the power of Zelda Link, I guess, because we're Zelda and we're turned into Link, I guess. That would make the most sense. Alright, well, I just realized I've gone over for too long, and I also just recently defeated a boss. I think this is a good time to end the episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm just really enjoying this game so far. I think it's really fun. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.